Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's so lovely to see you today. In today's video I'm going to be telling you a little bit how I make my witchcraft more accessible through thrifting. So grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. So as usual, I've got my little notebook here with my notes in, and I just want to say that if you were hoping for a thrift haul, I've put it into my vlogs, so sometimes you'll find my Monday vlogs will have a thrift haul in them, and usually you'll be able to tell by the title and stuff, so just keep your peepers peeled and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those. I am trying to thrift less, so it's harder to put it together into a haul, but maybe I could do like a summer haul or a winter haul. Let me know your thoughts. But today we're getting into thrifting anyway, and I'm going to share some of my tips and tricks for accessible thrifting for your witchcraft practice. So let's get to it, shall we? So the first point is that many local charity shops will have their own Facebook page now. Shops in my town have their own Facebook pages, and this makes it great because you can see what they've got in, what they've just got in, they can highlight certain things, but it also means that you can message them and ask questions like, do you have this or do you have that in? So it makes it really accessible to us as consumers. I really like that. I love that about my local charity shop, so let me know if your charity shop does that as well. What's great about this is that I can talk to somebody who works in the shop. You can pay online and get things delivered, which is great for those of you who find it harder to leave the house or are unable to leave the house very often, like me. Another point is that you can get in touch with your local charity shop and you can ask them to put aside certain things. So if you're looking for a particular item, you can ask them to look out for if that item comes in and put it aside for you. So if you're looking for a special teapot to use for your beautiful teas that you're making, you can ask them to look out for certain type of teapot. Or I love getting these like crystal bowls that have the there's one over there, wait, hold on, okay, it's back. Okay, so this sort of item, they're like old-fashioned potpourris, but what they're great for is you can put herbs and crystals inside, and it's kind of like a spell jar. I love these. These are great if you want to make like a room have a particular protection or particular feeling to it, and they look really beautiful because they're crystal glass. This was £3.99, so you could always get them to look out for things like this. So if you have something particular for your practice, you can ask them to put it aside for you, and then you can either get a friend or a family member to go and get it for you, or some places even deliver, which is great. Get it delivered to you if you're unable to get to them. The things that I mainly look for are candles, candlesticks, any kind of like glassware like this. They do like big glassware bowls. I have a beautiful little like basket that I keep my charms in for charm casting. There are jars available. There are all sorts of things that you can find in the charity shop that are a fraction of the price of curated witchcraft shops. Now when I say this, I'm not saying that you shouldn't shop in witchcraft shops, because you definitely should. A lot of these people are small businesses, family run businesses, or between friends, things like that. So definitely check them out, look for inspiration in them and save your money if there's something in particular you would like. But for me personally, I look out more in those sorts of shops for things like the rare statues or something that somebody has made themselves. Like you can buy these beautiful like necklaces or rings that the creator has made themselves with crystals and stuff like that, or little spell jars and things that you can make of theirs and use in your practice. So I look more for things like that, or artwork, that sort of thing, rather than looking for things like candlesticks that you can get very cheaply in your charity shop. So just really look out for things, ways that you can save money but also support small creators. That's my tip. The last thing is, don't forget the books. A lot of people sleep on the books because they think, oh, there's nothing witchcrafty there, but it's not true. I've found actual spell books in the charity shop, as well as so many gardenings, and gardening never changes. Like, if something works, it works. So if you're looking to get into green witchery or cooking even, you can look for cookbooks and things. There's so many ways to find charity books that are going to help you in your practice. Even like foraging books I've found, like this, you would be so surprised. And things about crystals, things that people buy in shops that they think they're going to get into and they don't, and then they donate it. So keep your peepers peeled if you're into something that's more general, like green witchery or kitchen witchery. You might find books that were going to help your practice for so little money. It's just crazy. For me personally, thrifting is such a big part of my practice because of being a disabled witch who is unable to work, and it's something that is really important to me to support local charities. Here in the UK, our thrift shops are not like curated places, they're just charity shops. And so it's great to know that you're giving money to charities and you're stopping items getting thrown away, at the same time as really curating your space, your altar, your witchcraft room if you're lucky enough to have a witchcraft room, so it looks very individual and very much just yours. And that's what I love about thrifting for my practice. So let me know down in the comments what you have thrifted recently that has really helped your practice, and the sort of things that you think disabled witches should be looking out for if they're looking for ways to bring more thrifted items into their practice to make it more accessible. If you enjoy my thrift hauls, I have so many here on the channel, so I'll leave a link to my thrifting playlist. You can kick up your feet, grab a cup of tea and enjoy some of my videos. I've been thrifting for a long time here on the channel, and well, I've been thrifting most of my life, to be honest. I love going to charity shops. I think they're just the most fun, and I'm bringing more of that content to my weekly vlogs. So if you're interested in how a disabled witch lives her life, how she gets on week by week, check out my Monday videos. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget, down below are links to my Ko-fi and my Patreon, and a huge thank you to all my patrons thus far. You are very much appreciated and definitely keep me going here on the channel. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, head down below, click that subscribe, like and comment buttons. All are free and they help me to know, and the YouTubiverse to know, that you enjoyed my video, and it will spread it out just that little bit more. Take care everyone, have a wonderful week. Remember, you are loved, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!